Hey, what's up guys? This is Lucas again, and today I'm going to show you how to hire a virtual assistant company. I got a call from a virtual assistant company whom I contacted yesterday, and I asked them a few questions that you might ask your company or your VA if you are trying to find one. I have to say, I already found out how to set up my camera properly so it will not be defocusing all the time. So I'm sorry about that, but the next video will be okay. So let's get started and let's get into that call.
To trade and close more deals. So that's what we are basically doing for you. So we are taking out most of the tasks that you're doing right now, and we're the one doing it for you. So the agent's basic or the agent's task is to qualify the lead, right? So we are qualifying the lead based on the motivation of the seller, of course asking the condition of the property, their time frame, and also the pricing. And agents are well equipped on how to use different kind of system or dialing system, as well as with the lead guidelines that we have. And also, we are using our own script in the operation. So we have our own script to use as we're qualifying the lead. How long have you been doing real estate business? What are you? How long have you been doing real estate?
Yeah, so I'm a real estate investor for almost 15 years. I'm a realtor for 2 years. And right now I'm setting up my company. I definitely need some VAs. I had 2 VAs in the past, so I'm familiar with the work. Right now I'm filling up my team, building with based on Podio, and I'm creating some automation. So I definitely need somebody who will be cold calling for us, and somebody who will sort lists to cold, warm, and hot leads. You are pretty skilled, so I'm in the same business like Tiffany. Besides, I also have a few different companies. So beside that, I also need some. Most of my work is real estate related, but we also have a new company which is for incorporation of like companies. We will be doing fulfillment for e-commerce, and therefore I need and therefore I will need somebody who will be managing all the data like inputs, clients and stuff like that. So right now I can say we have lists. We are at the start with the Podio. I'm building those systems. I don't have a time for cold calling by myself. I don't have a time for trainings at all, but I definitely will spend a time with my VAs to with their calls, trying to we will improve like what they do and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my background.
Okay, thank you so much, Lucas, for sharing your background or your business, how your business works. Well, definitely we can provide this service such as doing cold calling. You mentioned about e-commerce. We are actually also interested with that because we've had cold calling. On e-commerce before for Amazon. And also, you mentioned about you don't have time to train the agents, which is basically what we can offer you as well. So part of the service that we provide for the rate that we bill you is the training, because we have our own training specialists. Say for example, you have a new training module. You do not need to do that for yourself or hire another person or another agent or VA, but we have an in-house training specialist who train our agents before we endorse them to the production floor. Okay, so we are the one to provide that. So we also do have like a constant and continuous training for cold calling and sales agent. Sales agent meaning they are the one who do cold calling and then at the same time sending contract. Okay, to the seller, okay, and close that deal. But right now, they've been hired by another company We have like 6 agents for the campaign for sales agent, and we are creating more. We're training more agents for sales agents because of the demand. Maybe in the future, maybe a couple of months, we will have an available sales agent. If you need that, you can just tell you, or you can ask us, okay, about it. And all right, so you've mentioned about cold, warm, and hot when we're sending leads. Yes, an agent can actually submit those kind of leads if that's what you want. You want all type of leads to be submitted, right? So from hot, warm, and cold leads, correct?
Yes, we have lists that are already skip traced. I'd like to have some output. We don't want to trash any leads unless it's like
Correct. Of course.
we just want to sort them out.
All right, so basically what you're looking for is somebody to do cold calling for you, right? Are we talking about like how many agents here?
It depends on how many leads you can process. I think I need to start with the first. I have to take a look how many leads we have, and you can tell me how many leads you need to get for one agent, and from there we can decide if there is enough for one or two agents. So we can start with the first agent, and we'll see, and we will scale it up for sure.
Sure, not a problem. Let me just answer your question. Well, with the numbers, an agent can actually dial numbers up to 5,000 in a weekly basis, and can actually submit leads from 10 to 15 leads per week. But again, there is a dependency on how good the leads are, or how fresh the leads are. All right. So, an agent can submit from 10 to 15 leads per week and dial numbers up to 5,000 in a weekly basis.
Okay.
So agents will be working 8 hours a day, of course, plus 1 hour for 1 hour break. All right. So, but yes, the agent will be calling 8 hours a day. Now, we also do have. Are you doing text campaign or SMS campaign?
We didn't start it yet, but we have the data for it, and also the system is ready.
What is the system that you'll be using?
Batch leads.
For your SMS. Batch lead. Okay, actually, we are an affiliate with them, with Batch BLS. So we're actually the one who do the beta testing, and we're done with that already. So we do have like a direct contact with the developer. Okay, for batch lead. So maybe we could if you wanted to use a service for text campaign, yes. We can give you an agent, okay?
Is there any is it like a separate service or a separate like a VA who's trained for a text or a cold calling, or is this like the same person?
You can hire just one agent, okay, if you want to do both services. 4 hours for calling and then 4 hours for texting. But if you can hire just, 2 agents doing, cold calling and text message, that will be fine. But if you're going to be hiring like a dual agent, meaning one agent who does calling and texting, we can do that as well. But it's a different rate. Okay? It's going to be a different rate. Okay? So, but then you can at least have, you can pay less if you have at least one agent to do cold calling, and then another half the hour or half of their shift doing SMS campaign.
Okay. Since you mentioned rate, so what is the rate for a cold caller and the text messaging?
For cold calling, per se, that's $7 per hour per agent. That's for 40 hours. So that's going to be $280. SMS campaign, it's going to be $6 per hour.
Okay.
But if you're going to get a dual agent, say one agent doing cold calling and SMS, it's going to be $8 per hour.
Okay. I assume that your agents are already trained for cold calling in real estate.
That is correct. Like what I've mentioned, that before they have undergone or before they endorse the operation, so they have undergone the training. Is it okay if I place a on hold for 2 minutes?
Of course.
Okay with you?
Yep.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
Okay, so this is a virtual assistance company, which I contacted, I think yesterday. So I'm building a team for my wholesaling business and real estate business. I have different types of leads that are necessary to be processed somehow. I just catch this call to show you how it works when you are interviewing your partner, a virtual assistant. Technically, you can get a company which will do that work for you. They will train them. They already know what to do, which systems are in the market, and they are probably trained from other jobs they had before. Or you can choose a single person. You can hire them for less than like $7 or $6 an hour, and you need to spend a month or two training them. I had 2 VAs before, and they were calling for me. Maybe it was 3 VAs, to be honest. Oh, okay. So I'm getting a call.
We're talking about the rate, right? So,
Yes.
Just to go back with your question about how many agents, you said that's one agent only for 40 hours, right? And do you have like a time frame on when you want to start up your campaign?
We can start from Monday next week. And the question is, do you have a dialer on your side, or do we have to set it up for you? Like numbers and...
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to sign up for the dialer, but are you going to be using batch dialer? Because you mentioned about batch lead stacker for your SMS, right? But for the dialing system, actually batch VLS does have as well what they call batch dialer. Or if you are currently using a dialing system now, we can use that.
Are you talking about BLS dialer? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I know this is a new feature. I will give you my email, and if you can send me basic requirements from us, what do you need, when you want to send some leads, when to load them, where to put them, what kind of system do we have to have on our side to be ready for a VA.
What I can answer actually your question. So when you say how often you're gonna upload lists to the system, as long as you have at least 5,000 numbers or lists, say for example you have already that, you upload it to the system or to the dialing system, that is good enough for 1 to 2 weeks until you upload new one. Because the main data that we require you to have on the dialing system is at least 10,000 lists or numbers.
Okay.
All right, 10,000. So that's it, and that's good for the whole month. What else? You mentioned about polio web form, right? That's how, or that's what we need from you as well, aside from the dialing system, because we need to have like a web form wherein the agent can submit the leads real time to you, and it will go directly to your workspace in Podio. So we need you to send it over. So whatever dialing system that you're going to sign up with, we will require you as well to send us the login information for the admin, because that's where we're going to check the productivity of the agent. Say for example, the agent is logging on time or listening to their calls, making sure that they are being productive.
Okay. One question about the VA. If there will be empty space, let's say in work time, assigned VA will be able to do some other tasks than calling. In case we hadn't enough work for the VA.
We charge you in a weekly basis, like what I've said, for 40 hours for $7 per hour. That's going to be $280. So that's going to be your regular fee or regular bill, right? Now, we also have our clients to settle their security deposits, which is equivalent to the 2-week work. It is consumable though, okay? So the only time that you can use that is, for example, for any sort of reason or circumstances, you want to put a stop on the service. That's the only time that you can use the security deposit. You just need to give us like a 2-week notice, and it will cover the last 2-week work of service for you, if that makes sense. If you don't have work, okay, that's fine. Well, you just need to tell us whether if you wanna pause the campaign, then or if you wanna continue the service and use the security deposit, that would be fine. But the time that you will resume your campaign or the service, we're gonna have you again settle a deposit or pay us in advance. But say for example you don't have any work for that agent for a week, then we're gonna pause your campaign. We don't have any contract for our clients because it's performance basis, but we do send them statement of work. With the acquisition manager, we are on the process of having a training for an acquisition manager. So maybe in the future, we can offer that service to you as well.
Will we have any option to have interview with them and choose the one who we want to start with?
Well, actually, what we can do is send you sample recordings of our agents. So listen to them so that you two have gut feel of how our agent sounds on the phone, right? But we are the ones who assign agents to you. Say, for example, if you feel that this agent is not good or not fit, then you just let us know. But before you do that, then we already replace the agent for you. But just to let you know that we are not, because this happened in the past, okay, that I'm just sharing what happened before, that we are giving access for a client to speak directly to our agents, and then soon after that, then we found out that these agents are working directly to the client, so we don't want that to happen again. What we are doing is have a supervisor, and you can actually
okay, I got it. Yeah, I got your point. Yeah, that's understandable. No, I was interviewing few agents before, and it was nice to talk with them. Like I was able to role play and find out how they react to my questions. So that's totally fine.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do after this call. I'll be sending you an email of what we have discussed today, as well as what are the things that we need from you before we start the campaign. Hopefully Monday. That is our target date, launch date. Now, and also be sending you an invoice for the security deposit plus an SOW or statement of work to your email. Is it not a problem? And you have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Okay guys, so this was a live interview with a company who's providing virtual assistant services. So you can make a picture of it, how you can interview your company or your VA, what they do. Obviously, we want to feed our CRM Podio. There's a couple of CRMs out there. I couldn't decide which one is good, which one is not good. So I tried Follow Up Boss, which is awesome for a single agent. If you are a single agent and you don't want to spend a time making any research in CRMs, and this is for follow-ups, obviously, the best thing I can recommend you. I don't have any affiliates from them. For task management, we are about to start with Monday, monday.com. You can make a lot of automations in there. I didn't pay thousands of dollars for a setup in Podio because I'm an IT guy. I can understand the PHP language and how to build websites. So for me, it's not really a hard thing to understand the development side of Podio. Thank you for watching, and you already have some clearer picture. If you're looking for a VA, I will give you some links. You can hire a company that you will be getting just the service, or you can hire a BA employee only, and you can instruct them whatever you want to. Let's see how it goes with that company. So thank you for watching. My name is Lucas Nachtigal, so it's Lucas NACH. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm a realtor here in Las Vegas. If you are interested in business, how to make money, real estate, stay tuned, hit subscribe, which is really important. It's for free, and I will be really happy if you will leave any comments down below if you are interested in anything that's real estate, business, or money related. Thank you for watching and see you next time.